Hello, it's Ashley here and welcome to my kitchen. Excuse the windswept hair, I've just walked back from Aldi and actually it is pouring with rain now. So we're in the kitchen cooking and we're going to cook a vegan friendly hearty soup, which is just what we need as the weather is changing. So I'll take you down and show you what we've got so far. So I mentioned that I've got this cookery book. It is the Covent Garden Food Company, A Soup for Every Day, and today is the 6th of September. So we're going to cook this minestrone, which is kind of like a minestrone soup, kind of. And we're going to cost it at the end. I'm doubling the recipe. It serves 4, says it takes 40 minutes. Let's see what happens. So in my pan here, I'm doubling the recipe. I've got 2 medium onions diced. I've done everything in my food processor just to speed up the process, and I've got 4 small cloves of garlic in there as well. The recipe calls for, it would doubling call for 4 tablespoons of olive oil. I've just put 2 in to see how we go. I'm going to add to that about 3 medium carrots and 3 sticks of celery. These were in the bottom of the veg drawer in the fridge, looking very sorry for themselves, but this is a good way of using up leftover vegetables that you wouldn't eat, you know, any other way. I've got about 425 grams of diced potato. I've got about 1.2 litres of vegetable stock made from 2 stock cubes. I've got 2 400 gram tins of chopped tomatoes and a 400 gram tin of beans. I'm going to add the veg to the onions and come back to you. All the veg is in now. I've left the skins on the potatoes, having washed them first because there's nutrients in the skin, and we just need to cook this gently for 5 minutes. Alexa, 5-minute timer. So it's had 5 minutes and I've added 2 bay leaves, a good sprinkling of dried thyme. It called for fresh sprigs, but I don't have fresh, so I'm using dried. And I'm just going to pour in the stock. I've also added about a tablespoon of tomato puree. I should have 2, but I've run out and I thought I'd got more, so I'm going to have a search in my cupboard in a minute. Now you can see this is looking much more soup-like now, and I think we need to bring this up to a simmer. Let me just check the recipe with you. Add tomatoes, tomato puree, blah blah blah, bring to the boil, cover and simmer for 20 minutes or until the vegetables are almost tender. So we'll bring it back up to the bubble and let it simmer for 20 minutes, and then I will come back to you. So it's bubbling away now. I can turn it down to a simmer and cover it with a lid. Leave it to cook for 20 minutes for those vegetables to get nice and soft. Alexa, 20-minute timer.
20 minutes, starting now.
So it's had 20 minutes simmering and you can see it's reduced a little bit. It's smelling very nice. I've just added 1 400 gram tin of baked beans. Now this is going to be a challenge for me because I only really like my beans on toast, and when they're in something like this I'm a bit funny about it. Anyway, the last thing to go in is 60 grams of macaroni. You could use whatever pasta shapes you want, but I've got this elbow macaroni from Sainsbury's, so in that goes. Gives it an authentic Italian flavour, doesn't it, with the macaroni in there. You could use other pasta shapes, as I say. And we're going to leave that to simmer for another 10 minutes. We'll come back and have a little taste test then. So it's had just over the 10 minutes and the macaroni is cooked. It's a lovely thick hearty soup. I think that this would serve 8 very easily. I've even got a bowl here, look. And I've done the costings for you. So let's just have a look. I've worked out all the ingredients apart from the little bit of parsley on the top for the garnish. So we've got 2 tins of tomatoes totaling 76p. They were on offer today at 38p instead of 45. 3 sticks of celery is approximately 20p. 260 grams of carrots is approximately 10p. 425 grams of potatoes, approximately 18p. 4 garlic cloves is approximately 10p. 2 tablespoons of olive oil is approximately 15p. Baked beans were 83p. I bought 6 for £5. They're £1.20 a can if you use Heinz. Other brands are available and cheaper. 2 stock cubes worked out at 9p. Tomato puree was about 14p. 60 grams of macaroni, 11p. This was surprising. The onions, very expensive at 24p each. Almost as expensive as the tin tomatoes. Bay leaves out of the jar, approximately 8p. I've overestimated that, and the thyme, 8p. Totaling £3.30. Dividing that by 8 gives me 41.25p. So under 42p a portion. And what a lot I've got left. And you saw me start it off in my orange pan. I transferred it to this because I was worried about it overflowing. But I'm going to freeze some of this. I'm going to take some to my mum and dad's when I see them tomorrow. And I'm going to have some for my lunch at school on Thursday. Let me know what you think down below. I think this is a really good, hearty, cheap meal with a crusty roll and a little bit of butter. Really nice meal. And as I say, vegan. Low calorie too.